Hello, everyone, and this is NuDiamonds here with a new moon in Taurus energy reading. I hope everybody is having a beautiful day out there. I'm going to do a breakdown on the astrological alignments, and then we're going to get into a oracle reading. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I hope everybody is having a beautiful day out there. Okay. So, this new moon in Taurus, I have my phone. This new moon in Taurus will be occurring on May 7th on a Tuesday. Super excited about that. Happy birthday, Taurus, again. I hope everybody is enjoying themselves and, minding their values and doing things that they love. Um, Now, this new moon will be rising in Scorpio at 4 degrees. We all know Scorpio is a sign of transformation, death, rebirth, sex, merging, mystery, intimacy, power. So, all of these great, abundant, new things to value. Now, as for the the new moon, it will be occurring in Taurus at 17 degrees, conjunct the sun at 17 degrees. The moon governs nurturing and women and femininity and healing. So it's this whole deep dive into the values of healing yourself and values of nurturing yourself and just different ways to transform that. How are ways that you are going deep within and pulling out these new things that need to be transformed, or deading these old ways of doing things and being at this time. I feel like that's going to be a big thing at this time, just really transforming and elevating and healing for the better. Okay. Now, I did say it was conjunct the sun. The sun is in Taurus. So the sun is all about how you express yourself, following your heart, really feeling that happy vibe, tapping into happiness and just being confident. Are you confident in this new change? Are you confident in the way that your mindset is shifting for the better? Um, and then this will also be occurring in the seventh house. So, seventh house is all about relationships. It's all about, merging and working together and marriage and union. So, I feel like this is also going to be a huge shift and change in your relationship within yourself, relationship with others. So, relationships transforming. And this is just for the collective. I feel like this is going to be a huge change for the collective and how they have relationships with people, have relationships within themselves and others. This could be work, this could be a lover, this could be marriage, this could be family, friends, um, people that you're friends with on social media. I feel like this is a whole range of just different aspects of relationships. Relationships doesn't always mean someone that you're intimate with. Relationships is just, your relationship with yourself, and I feel like that's a big thing with Taurus, valuing relationships and how are they transforming. I feel like that's going to be the big message here for the collective for this new moon in Taurus. We also have Venus that just entered into Taurus as well. So that's all about love, nurturing, money, values, beauty, jewels. So things that we tend to invest in. What are you investing in? Are you investing in yourself? Are you investing in your well being? Are you invested in your mind? How are your investments doing at this time? Physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. So, values and abundance doesn't always, I feel like, acquire to money. I feel like, everybody thinks of abundance. I want abundance. I want abundance. But abundance is always, I feel like it's a mindset. It has to be a mindset first. Okay. Because you could have all this money, but not know what to do with it and then lose it, like that. So it's like, and then, so yeah. Um, then we also have Uranus and Jupiter in Taurus as well. So Uranus is all about being your unique self and transforming for the future in better ways, technology, um, just rebellion in a good way, revolutionary, humanitarian. So I feel like this is going to be a change for the better, change for the future. And then Jupiter also is about expansion and growth and abundance and direction. So it's like, what direction are you growing in? What are you expanding at this time? What are some unique things and unique values and transformation that you are expanding on for the future? And these are all in Taurus, by the way. So I feel like that's going to be like the heart of this energy. It's all about growth, being your unique self, transforming, having this just grounded, nurturing, loving energy to this transformation that I feel like many of us are going through. I know I'm feeling it myself. This energy has been taking me on a roller coaster ride of emotions and physical things and just life is life. And so yes, and those are for the Taurus alignments. Then we also have Lilith in Virgo at 24 degrees. So I feel like this is also governing, how are you nurturing and healing on your shadow self, that side of you that is hidden? What are some ways that you're nurturing that and letting that come out? I feel like a lot of people's shadow selves are coming out. A lot of people are having a dark night of the soul. A lot of people just feel like this need to change, this need to integrate their lower natures with the higher, their yin and their yang. I'm feeling like a lot of people are just really becoming more one with themselves, coming into this divine union within themselves and just elevating and not being ashamed of who they are. Because, Lilith is all about being shameful, hiding, embarrassed, and that dark, it's the dark moon, the dark side of the moon. So I feel like, that side that people don't really get to see is more so coming out at this time. And it's all about keeping a balance because it is in Virgo. Virgo is all about details. Virgo is all about health and wealth and working. So how are you working on a more healthier, positive way of bringing out your shadow, so that way it's not just in the shadows, and then when it comes out it's like a wild animal because it's been stuck in a cage for so long. It's like it comes out and it's like but it's really about letting it out in a more peaceful, ease and graceful way, instead of just letting the volcano erupt and it's just everywhere. It's more about letting the lid off and letting the steam. It's 11:11. Oh, it's 111. So I feel like it's all about being one with yourself, being centered with yourself, merging that side of you and not really depriving yourself of these things. Okay. Then we also have Aquarius, Pluto in Aquarius. So we all know, Pluto's going to be in Aquarius for the next 20 years. It is, I believe, retrograde right now. So we may be going back, doing more deep diving within ourselves on these deeper levels of transformation, really getting to the root of things and just tapping into ourselves on a more deeper level, not just on the surface, really looking back on our values. Maybe certain things that you valued in the past, you don't necessarily value anymore, just because of the shift, the change, certain things. I know with me, I'm not able to eat certain things that I used to love eating. I just can't. My body doesn't agree. It doesn't agree with me anymore. So it's like, really thinking back on how you've changed, how you've grown during this time, this transformation that you have made. Just really kind of admiring that, not so much beating yourself up about it, like, oh man, I used to do this. It's more so like, wow, look at how far I've come over these past 7 years, 5 years. I've grown so much. I used to, be this, and now I'm more elevated, or my mindset used to be like this, or how my how triggers are hitting me. I'm not really reacting the way I used to. I'm more disciplined. I have more patience. So I feel like this is more of an uplifting vibe, because Pluto is more of it's gonna come how it's gonna come, but I feel like it's being in retrograde. That's like a double negative, you know, a negative and a negative equals a positive. I know you guys know where that's from, so I feel like it's more so of that energy, more of a positive review, a positive review on how far you've come at this time. Okay. Then we also have Saturn and Neptune in Pisces. So this is you know, work. Saturn is all about work. Saturn is all about discipline. Going back to what I was saying, that discipline, how have you grown in discipline? And time. So it's like, how have you grown over time with your discipline? Are you more disciplined? Are you working on yourself? Are you really doing the shadow work? Because I feel like, you know, Pisces is more of the shadow. It's in the 12th house. It's the deep depths of the water. You know, it's the water sign. Certain things you can't see in that deep, dark, you know, deep end of the ocean. So it's more so like, how are you really doing the shadow work, you know, that you think you're doing? You know, some of these triggers, you might get triggered. Some things may trigger you, you know, trigger warning. But it's all about having patience with yourself, giving yourself grace, breathing through it. I notice whenever I do come up across things and I'm kind of shooken up about it, I notice breathing, you know, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth, just saying things that I'm grateful for, going outside, doing things that are really going to ground you at this time. I feel like that's going to really help you balance out this energy. And then we also have Neptune in Pisces as well. So this is his home ruler. It's at the 29th degree. So I feel like there's a lot of endings that are happening right now, a lot of deep transformations that are happening right now, just because this is on its last little, it's on the cusp, it's on the cusp of it. So it's like we almost at the finish line, you guys. You know, you beautiful cocoons out there, you guys are almost butterflies. So just hang on in there. That's been the main thing I've been hearing in my meditations, just patience, patience, patience. Just have patience with yourself. You're getting downtime to integrate this transformation. So I really feel like that's a big thing for the collective as well. Another side note, like messages that I've been getting from spirit is just, you know, this time that you're having, it's to integrate all of the changes, integrate things that you learned, and just really, you know, be grateful and be thankful for those things and look at how far you've come. Okay. Then Aries, we have Mars that just moved into Aries. This is its home, you know, so it's all about being more passionate, being more confident, new beginnings, new, like I said, wanting to really really embracing this transformation that you have been working on, embracing yourself, feeling more like feisty a little bit because you know Mars governs war, Mars governs passion, Mars governs blood, Mars governs masculine energy. So I feel like that's more of that energy, that more of that, you know, getting it done, action, new beginnings, you know, springing forward and really getting things done. And also it can be impulsive, so you have to be mindful of what you're doing, making sure that you're setting the right intentions for this new moon in Taurus, and really getting ready for this new beginning that a lot of us have been waiting for. I feel like we've been doing a lot of work as a collective, and this is the new moon that's really gonna jumpstart that transformation, or the end of the transformation, or whatever part in, you know, this transformation that you're on. I really feel like this is going to help jumpstart that for you. Okay. Then we also have Chiron in Aries and Mercury in Aries and the North Node in Aries. So we have Chiron conjunct Mercury. Chiron is the wounded healer. Mercury is all about communication and intelligence and duality and technology. So I feel like this is all about how are you communicating with yourself, healing your self-talk, healing your self-dialogue, and just really working on better communication. If you have a better communication with yourself, then you can have better communications with others around you. Okay. And then a North Node, I feel like the more you work on yourself, the more you heal yourself, the more you work on communication, the more you work on your mind, healing your mental state, the better you will push forward in the future, for your future that governs your future. You know, the head of the snake. You know, if you cut off the head of the snake, where is it gonna go? It's gonna be is going to be lost. So it's all about having that mental together for that North Node, so you could be heading in the right way. The North Pole, what's guiding us, what's keeping us grounded, what's keeping us centered. That's our soul mission. So it's all about, what is your soul? What is your spirit telling you to do? And are you really taking heed to the call at this time? Okay. So yes, I feel like those were the main alignments that I had noticed for this new moon in Taurus. I feel like it's just all going to be about healing ourselves, healing our relationship with ourselves, to better govern us in the right direction for the future. And I feel like this is that new moon that everybody's been waiting for, to kind of spark this change that everybody's been kind of feeling at this moment. Okay. So I am going to go into my notes, because I did take some notes. I did do a meditation, and I just love meditating. It just really, like I said, helps center me. So sometimes I'll meditate on the energy, kind of see what pops up, and a few things that came up. So I'm just going to go into my notes really quick. So again, the new moon will be in the 7th house. I'm sorry, excuse me. The new moon will be at 17 degrees. And 17 degrees is the Leo energy, the 5th house, right? So the first thing that I notice is this is the 5th month, and it's the 7th day that the new moon is occurring on. So that's 5 and 7, right? Okay, so the new moon is at 17 degrees. So there's that 7. And it's in the fifth house. 17 degrees is the 5th house. So it's like 7 and 5. 7 and 5 just kept on popping back up. 7 is relationships, 5 is heart. So how is your relationship with your heart at this time? I feel like it's going back to self, relationship with self, relationship with your heart. Okay. Again, I said it was Scorpio rising. The new moon will be in the 7th house of the collective. And that was just some more keynotes that I wanted to go over. Now, when I got into my meditation, I seen the letter H, the capital letter H, and then I seen it like turn into like a field goal. So, like when a field goal, everybody has to wait, they get prepared, and then it's like they kick the ball, and then it's up, and it's good, right? So it was kind of that energy, more of a patiently waiting for the ball to make it over the goalpost at this time. So I kind of feel like that's the energy that the collective will be feeling at this time, a little bit of energy. I had also noticed, the letter H is the number 8. Okay. The number 8 is all about transformation, merging. 17 degrees. The new moon is at 17 degrees. That's 8. So that's the same, transformation, Scorpio energy, which is rising in Scorpio, So I'm like, wow, it was kind of blowing my mind once I kind of start making the connections with everything. That's why I kind of love meditating, because I get a little bit of a deeper insight on the energy, because with the astrological charts, it's like I can see it, then I'll kind of connect the dots. But when I'm meditating, I'll just get like direct messages, and it's just like, okay, spirit wants me, to deep dive on this because it's another message here. Okay. So, and then I seen like a life jacket. So, I don't know why, but when I seen the letter H, I think of life jackets, because life jackets kind of look like the letter H to me. They have that flat panel, and then that part in the middle. So it's kind of like rescue, saving yourself. This is going to save yourself when you put on this life vest, this life jacket. It saves you in these deep waters of transformation at Scorpio energy. Okay. Then I seen a butterfly, and the butterfly just it was small, then it got bigger and bigger and bigger. And I was like, wow, this is going to be a phenomenal energy for a lot of people in the collective who has been feeling this energy. Then I also seen a high heel. High heel starts with H. And then I seen it like zoom in on the point where the base of the heel and then the part where your foot is at. So it's kind of like that merging, that integration part, that parts that hold you steady, that foundation part. So I was like, I don't know why spirit is showing me a high heel, but I'm gonna run with it. But then it kind of took me deeper on having stability. You're going on to higher heights from a higher level, and you really want to be stable and have a grounded foundation so that way you're not toppling over. And I was like, okay, take what resonates, you guys. Just take what resonates. And then like, oh yeah, that it also, high heels, divine feminine energy, going back into that Scorpio, that moon energy, that Venus energy, is more of a divine feminine energy. And just getting really grounded in yourself and nurturing yourself and going deep within, like meditation, like nurturing, like healing, like women in that yin energy, just really, the universe is dark, so it's that dark, the yin and yang symbol is, yin is the darkness, so I feel like that's really going within to transform. Wombs are dark, in the embryo this baby is transforming the whole time in, in the seed of darkness, in the bed of darkness, in the waters of darkness. Okay. And then also I seen like a mountain, just like a mountain, like when you think of high heels, high heights. So kind of like climbing the mountaintop, and finally coming to victory, kind of going back to that feel goal energy with the letter H. And then with going back to the butterfly, I seen the antennas of the butterfly, symboling more connected to the divine, sinking in with the divine, the universe, God, this divine universal energy. And then I heard transformation is complete. So I was like, wow. So I feel like this is going to be a huge transformation for people. And it's really just to get you back in sync with yourself, back in sync with God, have a giving, because I feel like when people go through hard times, they run to God. And that's kind of the purpose of the hard time for you to come back into God and come back into yourself. Don't forget, what got you here. Be thankful, be grateful, and just be centered in that energy. Okay. So yes, that was my meditation. That was just kind of like the energy that I got. That was mostly kind of like resonating with the astrology energy, which I thought was beautiful. I love getting confirmation from spirit. Now I'm done with that part. I'm going to jump into my cards and we're going to do some oracle card reading just to see what comes up. This is my oracle deck, and see what other energy pops out for this new moon in Taurus. Yeah, but I really feel like it's just a transformational energy, getting into the flow of things and doing what works for you, being grateful, being thankful, and having patience. Having patience. That was the main thing that I kept hearing. Patience, patience, patience. So I feel like that's something that I need to, keep reminding people who are watching, just have patience. We're coming to the head of this transformation, and just hang in there. Okay. There's going to be a big shift in the future for a lot of people who have been doing the internal work, but this is like, the divine is going to test you, and it's all about, when I think of test, you get tested, then you get graded. You get graded on that test. Then you get the results, and after you get the results, then it's kind of like, you may get a reward if you did good on the test. So think of it like that. When you're being tested, try to have patience with yourself and know that you're being tested for a reason. And after you get tested, there are results that comes with the test. So just have patience and try to make sure that you're operating from your higher self at this time. Okay, guys? So I shuffled, I cut, And we're going to see what the first card is. And the first card is adventures. Yes. I love this card. So I feel like this is spot on with everything that I've been saying. You see these beautiful, birds, and it's just this beautiful waterfall and this lush environment. And this waterfall is kind of like deep diving into the dark waters of this transformation, of this flow, of this environment. So I feel like this is going to be an adventure that you're going to be taking within yourself, really deep diving into yourself to have that freedom, that future freedom that you want. But it all starts with self-work. It all starts with nourishing yourself. As you can see, it is like a community here. So like I said, I feel like this is all collective energy. Like you're not alone. You're not the only one going through this. You're not the only one feeling these changes. You're not the only one, going through this dark night of the soul. There's other people that are going through this huge transformation right now. And it's all so we can go on this deep adventure within ourselves to elevate at this time. Okay. I also see beautiful flowers. Like I said, it's a beautiful, lush environment. This card is just phenomenal. I love this card. And for this to be the first card out on the pull, it's like, yes, I love a good adventure. I love a good adventure, whether that is traveling within, meditating, or, astral traveling, going into the sleep realm, and doing, dream work as well, because I get a lot of messages when I'm asleep as well. And or if this is physical travel, physical adventures, traveling somewhere to, take a vacation. There's nothing wrong with taking a vacation. Going to, tropical islands, going somewhere tropical, going to a beach and just relaxing and nourishing. That's all a part of healing and loving yourself and self-love. So yes, yes, yes. I feel like this is the beautiful first card for us to get at this time. Okay. Now let's see what the next card is going to be. Transformation. You guys. You guys watch me shuffle. That's why I've been changing up my setup so you guys can see me and actually see me shuffle the cards, because it's like, wow, look at this beautiful transformation card that came out with this beautiful butterfly on it. So I feel like this, like, butterflies were prominent in my meditation. It's like maybe a few of you are even seeing butterflies around, but I really feel like you are this butterfly. Well, like I said, we're going through a huge transformation right now. This is going to be that new moon that a lot of people have been waiting on to kind of feel that shift. Like, I've been putting in all this work. I haven't seen anything change. Just hold on. This is that energy you have been waiting for, that transformational energy, that confirmation from spirit. This is it. Look at that. And it's all about communication with yourself. Blue is communication. Power is yellow. So it's all about, communication with your own power, having that intuition. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your gut feeling, following that inner voice, following what your spirit says. And I feel like that's going to be a big part of the transformation. And transformations aren't always pretty. Caterpillars, some people say caterpillars are ugly, but it's like they have to go through that transformation to become that beautiful butterfly. So I feel like this is that process that a lot of us have to go through. We just kind of got to push through the mud to get our flowers. And it's a rose on here, and I feel like you're not alone. Like I said, you aren't alone. There's multiple on both of these cards, multiple butterflies, multiple birds. So I feel like this is a collective that is feeling this energy, and we are all, elevating. Okay, all elevating and ascending at this time. All right, so next card out is thriving. Yes, again, the community, thriving with the community. I love this. So yeah, thriving. I see a beautiful, pink moon. We just had that beautiful pink moon. And I feel like this is really about love, loving yourself, thriving in a community, looking at this beautiful, lush environment, really focusing on yourself. Taurus governs the neck. And then we got the giraffe with the long neck. So I feel like it's all about your values, thriving in your values, thriving in this change, really admiring how far you come and just thriving in the flow, thriving in yourself and being confident in loving yourself and loving this adventure that you're going on. I'm really seeing that there may even be a community of people that may be joining you or maybe around you that are kind of on the same vibe as this. So really tap into like-minded individuals at this time. They're really going to help you get through this shift, this change, whether that be family, friends, a lover, yourself, tapping into yourself. Like I said, going into those deep meditations and just really getting into this higher heart loving vibration. Okay, that's that beautiful pink. I love this card. It's so pretty. And then success. Yes, what did I say in my meditation, you guys? Transformation will be complete. Once you get in the flow of this energy, once you get into that thriving energy of it and get confidence with this jaguar here and that beautiful pink moon, that beautiful pink energy. This is, wow, we have 2 pink moons, 2 pink skies, you know, so I feel like we just had the pink moon. So wow. Wow, wow, wow. You're going to get into this just overcoming sense of success, this overcoming sense of love and confidence and thriving and pushing and elevating in a whole bunch of different ways that you probably don't even see coming right now. So it's just about holding on and being patient and knowing that the seeds that you have planted are going to bloom. You just have to have patience, okay? Have patience. And I feel like this is really dark, really dark. So it's kind of going back to that shadow work, deep diving in that shadow work so you can have this beautiful, abundant energy just around you and surrounding you. Like, I just love this. And it's like it has a mountain on here as well. It has a peacock. So I feel like that's really like following your divine spirit, listening to your divine spirit, and that's going to take you to higher heights. It's going to lead you on the path of success at this time, okay? And we're going to flip over the bottom card, truth. Yes, so honoring your truth, honoring yourself, being truthful with yourself, and like I said, being mindful of what you're saying, being mindful of triggers, being mindful of your shadow, just being honoring your truth and listening to yourself, listening to your spirit. Also, taking good advice from others, because I feel like communication isn't always just about talking. Communication is about listening as well, and then acting on those actions and making the proper change to elevate. Okay. So I am going to pull, I want to use these ones. So I'm going to pull from my other deck just to get some more clarification on this energy. Wow, those just shot out. Those just shot out like a rocket. Okay. We're going to try this again. But yeah, I'm loving this spread. I'm really loving this spread. It shot out again. Wow. Soul selling. Soul selling just shot out. So yeah, where is your soul guiding you at this time? What is your spirit telling you to do at this time? Where is the divine leading you? Really listen to that inner calling. Heed the call. Don't run away. Don't run away from yourself. You can't run away from yourself, okay? You have to sleep with yourself at night. So it's like, do the inner work that it takes for your soul to nourish and flourish and feed your soul. You know, your spirit is guiding you in these directions for a reason. So really listen to that and heed the call, you guys. Okay, I'm going to read this. You're being divinely guided. Trust the signs. Flow where the love is. Following the inner calling. Visiting our large body of water, producing from the imagination. Yes. So deep diving within yourself, meditating, following your spirit, following your heart, listening to your heart, and doing what makes you happy at this time. Okay. I'm going to pull another card out. But yeah, I feel like that's going back to that North Node in Aries, listening to your spirit, following your spirit, and doing what makes you happy, feeding the soul, nourishing the soul, and getting in the divine flow of the universe. Because I feel like the universe is taking everybody on a roller coaster ride right now. So it's just about going with the flow. Don't go against the current at this time, because that's only going to make it harder. Okay, you guys? Yes, the moon, going within, going it deep within those waters. Okay, wow, I love that we got the moon, because we're about to have a new moon. This is a new moon reading. So how fitting is that this came out? So yeah, I feel like that's all about tapping into your subconscious mind. It says subconscious mind right here. Deep diving, deep dwelling within those deep waters. Going back to the astrology reading, it says subconscious mind, symbols, mystery knowns, secrets, going within for answers, heightened psychic awareness, into instinctual. So yeah, going back to what I was just saying, following your instincts, following your intuition, listening to your gut, tapping in with your mind, doing meditations, going within for the answers, not necessarily looking at outside resources when you have the resources within yourself, or just listening to great advice from the divine. I feel like you may be seeing signs right now like 111, 333, those divine angel numbers. So really pay attention to the sign and go within, because the divine is trying to send you some information. Okay, and this is clarifying that transformation card. So the moon, so this is going to be a big moon this is going to be a big transformation for the collective when this new moon occurs, because this literally came out clarifying the transformation. So this moon is going to be very transformational for a lot of people if they haven't already been feeling the shifts. Okay. All right, and next card out. Yes, breaking free. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I love that. This confirmation for the thriving card. So breaking free, breaking generational curses, breaking those old bad habits, breaking free from obsession, breaking free from addictions, jumping timelines, getting out of this loop, breaking through these old patterns, really setting yourself free mentally, spiritually, emotionally, just elevating and thriving in these changes and new mindset and new transformation. I really love this for the collective, because I feel like I said, a lot of people have been feeling stuck, and this is going to help them push forward and push through and break free. Okay. I love that. So let's read the card. New path, recognizing detrimental loops, patterns, habits, inconsistencies, breaking free to a higher timeline, create new neutral pathways, and new habits. Refer to your Aries and Aquarius house in your natal chart. Expose yourself to new perspective. Yes. So Aries just entered into Taurus, and Aquarius is in Pluto. So it's all about breaking free. It's all about making those new changes to elevate yourself and push forward and break out of that loop and thrive in these new changes that you're making. Okay. I love that. Next card. In journaling, yes. Get into writing, getting to reading, getting to studying, getting to learning, poetry. I know I love some good poetry. I love like soulful things that are really feeding my soul. So do something that's going to feed your soul. Do something that's going to nourish you at this time. Like I said, get outside, write down, your dreams, write down some goals that you may have. Let's read the card. Journal for mental clarity. Journaling will enhance your natural abilities. Journaling daily as a spiritual practice organizes your thoughts. So yeah, really do things that are going to help govern your mind at this time and ground you with yourself, center yourself. I feel like this is a beautiful card, a beautiful reminder to just stay grounded in yourself and keep elevating in those new things that you're trying to do. And it's, never nothing wrong with making a to-do list and just checking things off as you go and seeing how far you come along. I feel like that goes back to my meditation and the astrology reading, really admiring how far you come and giving yourself grace and loving yourself if you've been journaling or keeping track of how far you come on this journey. Okay. I'm going to peek at the bottom card, and the bottom card is natal chart. So yeah, it's destined, I just was looking at the natal chart. I just was looking at the astrological alignments. And it says, study your natal chart, your cosmic contract. The answer you seek are found there. Get in divine alignment. Your will is God's will. So yeah, I really feel like this is going back to just divine alignment. The like kind of like the Wheel of Fortune card. So everything is destined, everything is destiny. We are just going with the flow and knowing that, you know, you are on divine timing. No matter how far you try to push yourself, you can only go as far as the universe will allow you. Don't go against the current, go with the current. And yeah, I feel like that's like the main message here. So I'm gonna pull one more card from my chakra deck, and we're going to see what other messages come out. But I really feel like this is a beautiful message. Just tapping into your soul, listening to what your spirit says, going within, meditating, trusting your intuition, getting in tune with your intuition, breaking free from these old patterns, these old bad habits that you used to have, really elevating and nurturing yourself to better yourself, and then looking at how far you've come in a more positive way. You know, what are some things that you have accomplished over these couple of years that you really been wanting to get done? And how do you feel about it? You know, how is your self-talk? How is your self-dialogue? And traveling to the past to remind you, wow, I can do it. You know, more of a positive mantra type of thing, not dwelling on negative things that are going to weigh you down. More so, looking at the more positive side of things to kind of lift up your spirits and know that, wow, I am thriving in this beautiful, abundant energy. Even though there may have been things in my way, I'm pushing through like a spiritual warrior, like a warrior on a battlefield. I'm pushing through and I'm thriving. And I feel like that is a beautiful thing to recognize and just know, you know, give yourself grace and give yourself a pat on the back, because it's a lot of things going on in 2024. And it's like you're still here with your mental intact, with your, you know, I feel like that's the main thing. You still here with your mentality intact. Okay. So that's the main message for this is just being grateful and thankful and seeing how far you have come during this time, and sitting in that and admiring that and having patience and knowing that this is just the beginning of your transformation. Because once you get up to the new level, then you're, you know, starting on a new level, and then you have to elevate in that level. So it's always a beautiful journey. So just be thankful of the journey. No rush, you know, embrace it and love it and be thankful and give yourself grace and patience. And yeah. So I'm going to shuffle this one more time. Then I'm going to cut it and card out is, yes, I love this. Being in the flow of this beautiful energy. So it says, Swarovski, creative expression. Use your creative gifts and exploration as a way to expand and grow. Yes, grow, transformation. Get into your creative energy. Get into this creative flow. Look at this. She's creating beautiful music on a swan and letting that beautiful energy just radiate outward and connecting with the divine and being aligned in her energy and letting her inner power, her inner confidence, her inner creativity just come out, and just she's in the flow state. She's in this beautiful bubble of bliss, and it's abundant. It's beautiful. I love this card. It's so pretty. And she's just so serene, and you know, swans are a odom of peace and serenity and stillness and grace, and just going with the flow without rushing, and just having patience, you know, while you're in this downtime, with something that you can create to elevate, with something that you can create to connect with the divine, and tapping into your heart, tapping into that heart-centered chakra, and just doing things that are going to make you happy at this time. I feel like that's the main message. So yeah, this new moon energy is all about doing things that you love, getting into your creative bag, and be grounded in this new foundation, this new you, new transformation. Embrace yourself, give yourself love and grace. And yeah, I feel like that is the message, you guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time.